Hello. Good morning. I'm in the car this morning having my Monday morning meeting with myself. I'm driving back from the beautiful Tauranga where I've had a busy old time. Been working in Melbourne, and then I flew Saturday to Tauranga so that I could watch my son compete at a Taekwondo tournament, which was gorgeous. And so that was lovely, and he did well, and we got medals, and it's just lovely, isn't it? Watching your kids do shit they love. It was lovely. Anyways, we did that, and then got up super early, and I've just kicked the family out of the car, said, you know what, I've got to have my meeting. How about, so they've gone to order coffee when I have my meeting with myself. They've gone to order my breakfast, because this Monday morning meeting just cannot wait. I need to do it. It makes my life work. So this week, I'm just like, I've kind of been in this weird Melbourne space, and then I haven't been home for the weekend. So now I just opened up my planner and I'm like, okay, holy moly. But another busy old week. I'm very excited this week because I get to go to Timaru. So Timaru, for those of you who don't know, I've now apparently, this is kind of cool, I apparently have a global podcast market. I've been looking at some of my stats, and some of you are all over the bloody world. Like, I'm very honoured. I'm so honoured that you hang out with me for my meetings and my observations. But this week I'm going to Timaru, which is a very cute place down in the lower half of the South Island. And I'm speaking to a whole bunch of early childhood educators. I love that. Early childhood educators. So, kindergarten teachers, preschool teachers. One of my sweet spots, one of my favourite sort of groups of people to work with is overworked and undervalued. People who are kind of usually in an industry that's a little bit taken for granted. And I think early childhood teachers fall into that because they care deeply, and they put a lot of work in, and they work really hard and are so important to our little tamariki, to our children. It's so cute. So anyway, I love an early childhood teacher, and I've got several hundred of them meeting in Timaru this week. So I'm very excited to be there. I think, is it Thursday? I don't even know what day it is. Well, I do know it's Monday, but I'm a bit scrambly. Thank God for my planner, right? So I've got a couple of focuses this week. Got to get home and unpack and do the washing so I can pack again. There's a focus. Anyway, if the truth be known, I've got enough shit that it doesn't really matter. I've got multiples of everything, so that won't really be a problem. I've just made that up. The exciting news is that I have a product launching this week. I just did a wee sneak preview last night because I have an earring. Now, how cool is this? To celebrate my new book, which is out in May, I have done a collaboration. It's very hip and cool of me, I tell you. Apparently my kids call it a collab. I've got a collab going on with gorgeous Abby from Lover Lover. So Abby is in Oamaru, interestingly, not far from Timaru, where I'm heading this week. And she is the most stunning earring designer. She makes the most divine earrings. And I'm an earring addict, for those of you who know me. I love a good earring. And Abby makes my favourite earrings, and I'm a very good customer of Abby's because I've been buying nearly all her earrings ever since she started. And then when my book came out, I was like, do you know what? I would like to celebrate this with, I love stuff. I thought, shit, I'll get some stuff. And then I thought, oh my God, the ultimate thing would be to have an earring to go with my book. So Abby and I have had our heads together. And on the book, the energy book, there's a big exclamation mark, kind of lightning bolt, energy bolt. And Abby's very cleverly turned that into a beautiful earring. And because I like big fuck off earrings, I've got these massive ones. And then for the more subtle people, there's a smaller one. I was showing a friend of mine who pointed out to me that I didn't really understand subtle, because even the subtle ones are quite big, but they're really fun, and they go on sale on my website. You can pre-order them with a book. Isn't that so much fun? So if you want energy just dangling from your ears, maybe that's what you're after. So I'm pretty excited about that. So that's happening. So I've got to do some social media stuff this week to tell the world about my earrings, which is pretty bloody exciting. So talking to the people I love, one of the other things I do love talking to people who are Overworked and Undervalued. But I also really like working with what I call sandwich industries. I made this up. Sandwich industries. Sandwich industries are, for me, people that have got two people they're trying to please, two masters, that they're trying to honour. So, like a sandwich industry for me is like, so property managers or real estate agents. So property managers they're trying to please a landlord and they're trying to please a tenant, right? And then real estate agents are trying to please someone who's buying a house and someone who's selling a house. And I guess in some ways my world's a bit like that, because as a speaker or a trainer, when I'm working with a room full of people, I have a client who's paying me, but I have a room to serve. So I have to please the room and make the room kind of, change their lives, no pressure. But I also have a client that I have to please. So these sandwich industries I really understand, and it's one of the reasons I love working with people in education or people in real estate and all of those industries where they're really high demanding energy sort of industries, but they're jammed between two kind of, in some case, can you imagine being a school teacher? If you're a school teacher and you're listening to this, just when you finish this podcast, just give yourself a round of applause. Because can you imagine being stuck between children? Children, they're not easy children, are they? And nowadays they're allowed to have opinions and they're allowed to have rights, and fuck me, it's not like when I was a child, we just sat down and shut up, did what we were told, or got kicked out. Oh no, now you've got rights. But anyway, children, not that easy. And then you're dealing with parents. Like, are there any more fucked humans on the planet than parents? I can say that because I am one. But, as a parent, you know what it's like. You're going, oh no, my child's special. My child's gifted. It's like, no, he's not gifted. He's a prick, right? Oh no, he's special. I'm like, he's fucking pain in the ass to a child. And then parents are always down there going, I don't mean to ask for special treatment, for special Tarquin, but could you just treat him special? Because I haven't told him, he's under the illusion that he's amazing. Because as a parent, I've spent my whole life going, oh, darling, you're amazing. And actually someone needs to tell Tarquin he's a fucking dickhead. And that's the biggest flaw, I think. Oh, now I'm on a parenting rant. Biggest flaw I see with parents. I do a lot of blowing smoke up my children's asses just quietly. I'm their biggest fans. I love them. I adore them. I think they're extraordinary, and I tell them, but I'm also not scared to go, mate, you're being a fucking dickhead. All right, pull your head in. You should have tried harder. That was pretty shit. You're not doing such a good job today. Reality, mate, it's our friend, is it not? I tell you, there's a lack of reality in parenting. Everyone's like, oh, everyone's a winner. Everyone in Pass the Parcel gets a fucking lollipop, and everyone at football gets a certificate because you're trying really hard. I'm like, yeah, but you're useless, aren't you? You can't kick the ball. So, turns out, people need reality, because then we have to employ these idiots. And they're like, oh, you haven't told me I'm amazing. I'm like, because you're not, right? I think people need to try harder. That's when I die, that will be written on my headstone. Could you all just please try harder? I think that's a useful message for the world. What could you try harder in this week? I'm going to try hard to be very organised this week, because I've got so much to do, because I'm heading away to China. Can you believe that? I'm going to China. I haven't been for 5 years, and I am so excited about going back to China. I'm taking a heavenly group of humans, and I've got a lot to organise. So I'm going to be organising this week. So lots of organising, honouring these gorgeous early childhood people in Timaru. That's my week. I want to reconnect with my dog. Haven't walked my dog for a week. I can't wait to see little Maxie Max when I get home. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to launch my earrings to the world. Fuck, that's good, isn't it? Isn't it good? Isn't that great? I'm so lucky. I have an earring and a book. God, I'm happy. So there you go. That's me. I'm pretty bloody happy, I have to say. And I'm going to now drive the rest of the way home and get on with my week. So I want you to have an amazing week. Yes, how did it get to be mid-April? Some of you on school holidays. If you're in school holidays, God be with you, right? God be with you, because you've got all the needy children at home, and, that's a lot, isn't it? Whew, I'm lucky mine are all grown up. They don't need me in the school holidays now, thank God. So sometimes they need extra cash, of course, but they don't really need me, so that makes me happy. So have a wonderful, wonderful week. Get out there, do something, go and organise something. Go and, buy yourself a treat, like an earring. Oh my God, go and buy my earrings. They've just gone on sale. You can get a book and an earring together. Maybe you don't want to. You might just want the book. But, oh my God, this book is getting closer and closer. Never been this excited about a book. And it's book number 7 for me. And I am honestly so, so, so excited about it. So watch this space. I'll be coming to you soon. Right, I've also got a tour. I think there's 15 locations now. So check out whether I'm coming to you or not. You can find on my Instagram, Lisa ONZ, you can find me and I might be coming to a town near you. And then we could meet and you could say, shit, I listened to your podcast. And I'll be like, oh my God, hello. That's a nice way. It's a bit anonymous, this podcasty bit, but I'd love to meet you. So there you go. Have a marvellous week. I'll see you later.